Hey there, friends of the Look Back, my podcast that I've enjoyed doing for the last few years and last almost 100 episodes now. That reminds me, I should do a special for our 100th episode. I wonder who I should have on. Oh, well, I'm already digressing. This is the annual report, fashionably late. My calendar year at Newman Media starts Feb 1, so it's technically early. But I wanted to first say something I've been a bit remiss in doing, and that is to thank the listeners that I've accumulated over the years and the followers who have, given me some feedback or just shared the files of this countless number of interviews I've done on the look back. And it really means a lot. It powers my efforts to continue to create, cool videos and recruit great guests and continue to share great, valuable insights. In my mind, it's a pay it forward kind of a service where I'm not really trying to make a ton of money, not even a few pounds of money, but really just trying to expand the amount of useful information that's out there. And I love the pod. I love what I'm doing. It started in the early days of COVID just to feed my desire to stay connected or to reconnect with people who I enjoy and I care about. And it's hard to keep in touch with everybody. And yes, social media provides a little bit um, of that connection, but that connection's been chafing a bit for me at least. I don't know about you. But anyways, I'm one of those guys who likes to have real conversations with real people. The more real the person, the more excited I am to speak with that person and dive into some topics, conversations, hear what they're up to, and then get into some areas where I think that person or the guest, if you will, shares useful insights, provides a few fun stories, gives some examples of what they're doing that others could replicate. I guess you could call me a connector or whatever bullshit term you want to apply to it. But the isolation COVID was rough on a lot of us. It was a period of social fasting. And I'm a media person by heart. I worked as a journalist all the way back to the college days where I also worked in radio. So the idea of doing a podcast, an audio recording of news, was a natural. Sure, I had experience at CRN, CRW, Mac News, Mac User, worked at PodTech, which was really podcasting 1.0 back in the days with John Furrier. And shout out to all you iPod owners. Uh, and then I got to work with, VentureBeat and Recode and even helped launch Kara Swisher's first podcast back in the day. It decided like a it decided like a very new venture at the time, and now look at it. It's just exploded. So I just did a quick count, and yeah, we've had over 250,000 plays of these podcasts. We have thousands of subscribers. I've launched a new Substack. I've launched a channel on YouTube where I take a lot of these clips and share them around. But the other part I wanted to share with you is that I'm going to try to get a little bit deeper in some of the conversations, like talking about entrepreneurship as a means of powering the economy, but in a way of also delivering more social impact, and how people are looking to build more than just returns for investors, but how they're building returns for society and trying to create something that's much more um, of legacy building, something we think about as we get older and into our near retirement ages and things like that. So I'm just going to start to explore those conversations. I'm also going to explore partnerships, working with other podcasters, other media people, and bringing them on the podcast to explore what they're doing and helping early entrepreneurs, bringing them on and having live chats with them about their challenges and offering some insights or sharing some views into how I can help direct them. That's always been my passion. I love telling stories. I love finding new opportunities, and I love helping companies, people, individuals, businesses, what have you, really develop a voice and have that break through all the noise out there in the marketplace to find its proper audience and build that audience. So that's been fun for me. I really love to hear from you if you have some thoughts, ideas, whether it's have a talk on this topic, share some thoughts about this, or why don't you try to get this person on as a guest? That's really helped, and I've used a lot of that information as well. So connect with me on any of these media. And look, every interview I do is mostly with one person. Maybe I'll do two people. Maybe I'll have three people. Maybe I'll have a guest co-interview with me. And maybe I'll do some of these more solo riffs, whatever tends to work. But I love your feedback. I guess wanted to give you a little update, have a quick chat, and not waste your time. So let me know how this all sounds, and we'll talk again soon. See you on the podcast.